Hey guys, Randomz here. Welcome to the longly overdue. If you've seen my Twitter, follow link in the description below, guys. Twitter. That's where. Sorry if I'm talking too fast. Link in the description below. Twitter is where secrets are revealed. There are secrets. There's stuff I can't show here. I do have the post feature on YouTube. I play with that differently than how I play on Twitter. Twitter gets hidden videos, so I hope you guys follow that Twitter. If you like Mr.Jukes and you're new, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. I've listened to the Locket, his recent album, as of filming of this day, his second album. But today we were doing the tier list for God First, and I'm already gonna rip the band-aid off, and say that this is his best album. This one's way better than the Locket. I hope you guys consider listening to him. He's highly underrated in my opinion. He's gonna grow 100%. So this was all the way in July 17th. I teased that this was coming soon, and look where we are now, November. So it took way too long. I'm trying to clean up a whole bunch of video ideas so we can get a fresh, clean slate and just keep moving forward with newer ideas. So let's go and jump in. Number 1, Typhoon. So I do have a script off here. Let's see what I said way back then. So I said that this has a good start to the album, a builder-upper. As I say in my tier list, that first song of the album has to set the mood, or set the message, depending on what you want to go for, mood, message for the album. And I think for this one, it just feels like a good kickoff, a good start to it all, good build up. And it says the end off of the song is good with everyone joining together and finishing it off. It does sound good near the end as it builds up. This isn't like it keeps adding more instrumentals, I don't think. The drums, I don't know if you want to call it the drums, but I guess we'll call them the drums at the start, or percussion, is really good. I always kind of like, every time I hear it, I always just fiddle with my fingers, or like kind of tap my foot to that percussion. I really like that percussion at the start, or the drums, whatever we'll call it. But near the end, I like how everyone joins in together. And I don't know what I forget, I can't think of the top of my head, but it said no more blood. It says only God or holy God, and then just like near the end, it's pretty powerful at the end there. I really like Typhoon. It's a good start. Okay, at first I thought I didn't have my tier list. This is running. I'm trying to make this video quick because this is a long overdue video, and my camera, 50 or 60% of battery power. I don't have all of this stuff in the tier list, so I may go with the flow here because I've listened to them and I can memorize the song and play it in my head and the title. But I do have a couple here. So for Typhoon, I put in the B tier. Good kickoff, above average. Highly recommend you listen to this one. It's just good build up from the start, and I really love that ending with everyone coming in at the end. So we'll move on to our second one, which is Angels / Your Love. Alright, so all I put for this one was good saxophone in this one, especially near the second half, where I can't think of the first start, but then it kind of goes a bit silent, or a bit kind of fades out, but then it fades in with this saxophone that's really good it's like in the middle of the song, or kind of I guess the second half, because it somewhat changes, the beat kind of changes a bit, but that's the highlight of that song for sure. Pretty soon, this is an old script, but I do stand to these words, but in the future I'm gonna have to look for my tier lists, because it's kind of hard talking in detail for this music. I'm gonna have to find like best parts, best beat of the parts, if that makes sense, lyrics and all that. So I'm just trying to get better with these tier lists. But for Your Love, I put in the C tier, I think, because it's like a 4-minute song. It's good, but it's probably like a high C tier. I put up there, but it's a bit kind of too long, a bit repetitive. Maybe if you kind of cut the song, but it is good. This one, you'll listen to it and you probably won't come back. It's just kind of too long. It's a bit too long, almost a bit repetitive, but I could put high C tier, average of a song, but that's where I put Your Love. And for the next one we'll move on is Ruby. So I put a good tic-tac type of beat to start off, which I don't know what that means when I'm trying to think of it in my head right now. Goes into lo-fi hip-hop kinda with the piano. And then I did put a lyric that I liked, but let them drink that wine. I don't know, I really like when he says that. And then I put love timestamp 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the song when that background keyboard comes in. Can't think of this at the top of my head for some reason. But since I'm freaking timed with this and this is a long overdue video, that's kind of what I put for highlights for that song. And for Ruby, I put it in the C.
Them drink that wine. So take me.
Tier. I'm gonna have to go back. When we move forward here, I don't have the letter for everything else, so I think in the editing phase, I'll just put it up there. But that's about all the highlights for Ruby, and we'll move on to the next one, Somebody New. All right, so moving forward, we have. I don't have a tier list. I didn't rank these up, so I'm gonna have to go with the flow here. I might change it in the editing phase. I'll say like B or A tier, not for this song, but I'll just say that as an example. So it's like a hit or miss. So for Somebody New, I put love the harp in this. 39 seconds into the song, has good bass, if you can call it that. Not sure if it's kind of somewhat of a bassy. It's kind of a deep tone, maybe keyboard in there or something like that. But with this one, the harp is the highlight of this the song. Lyrically, it's kind of cool too, but it's kind of sad. But it just fits with the flow. There's also a thing he didn't do every song, but it's Mr.Jukes live at the church. It's somewhat of a different take. Same thing, but it just sounds a bit different. The woman who sings on that, I'm not sure if she was actually on the album, but she's pretty good. I do like her when it comes to live at the church. But on this song, the woman singing here is beautiful as well. And like I said, the harp is the main thing.
She wants to wipe her.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with the flow here with this song. This is a strong song. This is high B tier or A tier, one of those two. I'm not sure. Editing phase Randomz is going to figure that out for me. But it's strong. The harp, it's short. Usually shorter songs are better. Too long is a bit bad. Middle is good too, like 3 minutes or so. But this one's kind of a short one. I think it's around 2 minutes if I were to think. Like I said, the harp with that bass that comes in, was it 39 seconds? Yeah, from what I put. Just good. And if I could pop up a lyric in my head, life ain't like no chocolate box. I like how she says that too. And quit crying or something like that and go find someone new. She says something different that rhymes into that, and then it goes off into that bass, which I really like. If you're gonna listen to any of these, we'll listen to my A and B tiers, that's for sure. But Somebody New, you gotta listen to that one. That one's really cool.
I need you.
And then next up, we move on to Grant Green. You've probably heard this song from I think it was a Google ad or an Apple ad, one of the two. And that's how I found Mr.Jukes. I heard the song, I tried finding it, and I found it. I love the music. The music video is good. Look at the music video for this one, Grant Green. Okay, we'll see what I put here. So rest in peace to Charles Bradley. His voice is amazing as hell in this, and I wish he was still around to get a live version. So we sadly didn't get a live version from him, but Charles Bradley, I think I tried to listen to a couple of his other stuff. It didn't really stick with me, I don't think. But his voice, I need to find more voices like that. I really like how he kind of, did I put it here? He kind of screams. It's not really a scream, but it's kind of it's a musical, vocal type of scream. I don't know how to explain it. But I need to find more like that, because I really like this type of singing from Charles Bradley. But it sucks that we never got a live version from it. It's okay. And then when it comes to live at the church, the guy don't even compare to Charles Bradley, but it's close. Well, it's not even close, but it suffices. I put a great instrumentals, and then I put love the. Okay, so there's a part near the end. He said, "Take me, take me, take me higher." That's really good, especially with he goes goes something like that with the drums as he's saying that lyric. I really like that near the end there. It says reveal tier, then the music vid is S tier for sure, in my opinion. This is why I want to see Jukes. Oh, Jukes and Song Machine. We'll talk about that later for my Gorillaz fans. I'll just say for this song, it is a bit repetitive, but it's a strong song. This has to go to the A tier. Has to go to the A tier. Maybe low, but it gets the A tier for sure. It's just a strong. It's his most known song, I would say. Maybe. But it's a strong song. It's maybe the strongest song on the album. It's just so good. I love it. Bass, the Charles Bradley in there. It really sucks we couldn't get a live version from him, but really damn good. But as I said here, the music video is S tier. And then let me explain in a nutshell, because I am timed with this and I already explained everything, why I'm going fast here. Mr.Jukes, he has worked with Damon Albarn, but the main person was African Express. Mr.Jukes did a couple of songs with Africa Express. He mainly does the beats, but one of the best songs was Mr.Jukes, Damon Albarn, and Moonchild Sandley. I forgot how you say her other name, or like the last name, I forgot which one's first. Well, Moonchild and Gorillaz, she was on Song Machine. They did With Love to an X, which I recently did a horn loop of that. Check that out. I really love the horn in that song near the end. They should have looped it a bit more. That would have been awesome. They worked together. Mr.Jukes, Gorillaz, or it wasn't Gorillaz, it was Damon Albarn, and Moonchild, they worked. But Mr.Jukes and Gorillaz, I don't think it's happened yet. I hope Damon picks him up for Song Machine, because he is highly underrated. Mr.Jukes is so underrated. I would guarantee you, if we get that collab, and it's somewhat possible, we would get, or I'm just saying, if that were to happen, you're going to get a good beat, 100%, because Mr.Jukes knows how to make a beat, 100%. I love Mr.Jukes, dude, with the passion. And him and Gorillaz, knock in the park, you're going to make a good song, guaranteed. So we'll move on to the next one, Leap of Faith. So I just put here, drum start is good, and it arrives across the entire song. Or I misspelled something. Then end with the chorus is nice. That's about it. If I were to think, I think this is the one where it goes 1, 2, or something. It has that little voice at the beginning there. I wonder if that's Mr.Jukes, but they kind of pitched his voice a bit different. Yeah, I have to say, Mr.Jukes, he needs to sing more. He'll sing up here and there in a couple of his songs, but not too much. He'll mainly make the beat. But Mr.Jukes needs to sing more because he has a good voice. I think he's somewhat in this one. Okay, I take that back. It's a feature who takes the whole show. This is the longest song on the album, I believe. That's all I have to add when it comes to the details from this song, Leap of Faith. And if I were to rank this one, it's probably a C tier, mid to high C tier. It's a long song, a bit repetitive, but it is what it is. That's where I have to rank Leap of Faith. So we'll move on to the next one. I think it's from Golden Stars comes Silver Dew. Okay, I have a lot to say about this one. Oh yeah, and this is a bit of a different version. So here we go. Good growing bass. So the bass grows. When you get to the main part, just listen to that bass, and then when it comes to the end, listen to that. It just kind of gets louder, more funkier, of a like a, what is it, like a string bass, or I don't know how to. I'm not really good at explaining music, musical instruments or anything like that, or musical sounds, but it just has that bass grows and it's so amazing. The children as the chorus in the background, that's really good. That reminds me of Dirty Harry for Gorillaz. There's something about a kid chorus can make a song much better. And then I put here in the CD. So in the CD version, Mr.Jukes took out Barney Artist, who's the feature of this one, because I bought the CD one time. I listened to it. Like, is this a different version? Because it doesn't have I forgot his name, Barney Artist, in it. And I actually like the CD version better. No offense, since his new collab album has Barney Artist in it. That's weird because in the CD version of this album, it cuts Barney Artist out. I wonder if he took Barney Artist as an apology for that. Probably not. But now in the new one, The Locket, which is his new album, It's a collab album with Barney Artist. It's nothing but Barney Artist, and he's like a hard hit or miss for me. He either hits or he'll miss 100%. And with the locket, I already did my, as I said, I showed at the beginning of the video. It should have popped up. I did a first listen of that and gave my opinions on that. But yeah, the CD version is better. Forgot to mention earlier, this album has good interludes. That's true. With this one, you won't. I don't think you can find the one on YouTube. When you pop in that CD, it's no, I think you can find the CD version on YouTube. It's basically, it plays like another song. It almost sounds like another song. It's like kind of, if this were to have a music video, they'd be like animated, kind of like in Grant Green, that same style. It'd be like kids on a playground, and then boom, it starts off with the beat and just goes off from there. Then we'd have like the chorus of kids animated. When their part comes, they just sing, and they're kind of in uniform, and they're on like single file line, like tall ones in the back and the short ones in the front. I can already imagine it. Yeah, the song does have good interludes. I can't think of. Oh yeah, I think it's a Grant Green. Into one of the other songs is a perfectly good interlude. Anyway, yeah, I put here at the end of Faith and into this, you hear in a certain oldie song, while children are playing, ? Then they join in on the song. And then I put, yeah, music video idea would be in the elementary school of them playing the song. Bass at the end gets real funky, and I love it. Yeah, 100%.
Sifting all the
This one, okay, so for this one, I don't know how I didn't rank this one. This is one of my top songs of like all time. Something about the song when it evolves, the chorus. Yeah, in the future I'm gonna do like my top 10 songs of all time for the year. It's probably gonna change, of course. This, I'm gonna spoil it. This is probably one of them. This is something about this song is just really dang good. And I think I'm gonna put this in the S tier. This is just a freaking knock out of the park home run with this song. Just everything with the song, I love it. You gotta listen to this one. Highly recommend. After this video, go watch it. It's just so good. So I think I'm gonna put S tier. If not, high A tier. It's gonna be probably the best song on this album. It's my favorite, hands down. From Golden Stars comes Silver Dew. Then for the next one, Magic. So I put here, not much to say, but it was in an Apple ad along with Grant Green. But Gigi was in a Google ad. Oh, but Grant Green was in a Google ad. Also, this song must have been on an Apple ad, and then Grant Green was on Google. A Google ad, okay. And then I put, don't really like the end with the girl drooling, or whatever the F she's saying, she does. Yeah, she sounds kind of, I don't know, it pops into my head now. Of course, the part I hate pops into my head, but I can't remember the other songs. But with this one, just listen to it and then get to the end. It's like, they should have cut that part out. Or just the part where she kind of like makes some sort of weird sound. I don't like the sound she makes at near the end. I don't like it. It kind of kills the song. But for Magic, this is probably
all the walls are
C tier, hands down. That's all I have to say about that one. And move on to the next one, Tears. Okay, for this one, first didn't care for this at all, but it grew onto me, and it has a beautiful duet with this feature and Mr.Jukes. Yeah, when I first popped this in the CD, I would always skip this song. Gave it a couple chances, and this one's pretty good. Even in the Live at the Church. This one's, I actually like this one too. But for Tears, what do we put here? At 1 minute in and 41 seconds, gets catchy as you grow with this song. And I love that. It's like a breep sound. Oh yeah, something in these tier list videos, I might put a couple seconds of what I'm talking about so you can understand it. So maybe I'll do that through this tier list video. Hopefully I remember. So I'll kind of play that right now. So you probably would have heard it right there. Yeah, that I really like that. He should have played more with that kind of keyboard thingy. And then ends really good instrumentally, which I can't think at the top of my head. Oh yeah. It just kind of fades out and it sounds pretty beautiful. This one's just a good duet. I really like Mr.Jukes and forgot the artist on this one. if you look at the cover art of this album, it's a bit, so it's the way it is. But if you look at Tears, but you go on the music video, it's different. It has I think there's no bird at the top, and then it has a different portrait of a woman in the middle. So I just thought I kind of like that detail. Then finally, to end it off, When Your Lights Go Out. So I put really good ending to an album in my opinion. This one's kind of emotional. So yeah, this is one of those songs that would probably make me kind of get a little emotional. That's another music video idea I got to get to. It's I don't know the full title yet, but it's like Proof That Music Can Make You Cry, or at least make me cry. I don't know. It's either you or I. However I want to. Proof that music can make humans cry, or whatever the heck. This is probably one of the ones that will get added to the playlist because it's just so. Wait, did I put it in here? Yeah, I did put it in here. Okay, so I'll just say it. Really good ending to an album. So you had a good start. The ending is even better. I really like this one. The only bad thing. Oh, okay, I put it at the end here. Okay, good job. So this one's kind of emotional. I can imagine dying, and this being the last song. Since it goes with the lyric "When your light goes out" type of thing. So if I ever, I don't know if I'll pick a song for my funeral or whatever the heck happens down the road. We never know. But this could be the song that would be perfect. It gets kind of loud, but then lyrically it would fit. When your light goes out, that kind of goodbye vibe, or when your light goes out. Just that type of vibe. I don't know. Just kind of what I think's in my head when I listen to it. I can imagine this being the last song that gets played at the funeral or something like that. And I love the back and forth type of sound you can hear in and out. An example would be 1 minute and 16 seconds. So we'll see if I can sample that for you. Then I put ends kind of quick near the very end. Should have lengthened it out more. And wait, did I rank Tears? I didn't even rank Tears. Okay, so we'll do Tears and When Your Light Goes Out. If I didn't do Tears. Tears is probably a B tier. And then when it comes to this one, we'll probably just do it at the same time. I'm not sure. When Your Light Goes Out is, B tier. Maybe A tier. Maybe. But the only con is at the very end. It kind of, he fades it he fades it out a little too quick. Should have lengthened it just a bit more. And then it goes out. Kind of like Tears. A bit like that. But that about wraps it up for this longly overdue video. July 17th was the tweet that I put up that it said coming soon and teasing it. Here we're on freaking November, so a lot of things to go through. Now this is where I would usually tease the next album that they did, but I already did a first listen video, so I don't think I'll do a tier list of the Locket because there's only like 3 good songs on there, 3 to 4. But that's all I have to say. Hope you guys like, subscribe, comment. This was my Mr.Jukes God First, his best album. Hopefully he comes out with more. I kind of wish he does a solo album. That would be pretty cool. He needs to do his own vocals. That would be really cool because he has a good voice, honestly. Mr.Jukes, underrated artist. You guys need to consider him. I hope you do. Hope to see him in Song Machine, Gorillaz Song Machine, Season 2 or 3. His chances are pretty high because he's worked with Damon before, so we'll see. And that about wraps it up. Let me know what you think of my tier list. I want to see your tier list down below. Listen to the album. Highly recommend it if you're trying to get into something new music. That about wraps it up, guys. Hope you guys like. Thank you for supporting me. Comment. What do you think of Mr.Jukes, this album? I want to see your tier list and your opinions. And hope you consider subscribing. And we'll cover more Mr.Jukes. Or Randomz. We do anything random. Check out my channel trailer. So anything goes. So we will see you guys in the future videos to come. Peace out.